Hi, I'm going to try to tell you how I fixed a problem with the print quality on my Brother printer. This is the model number, MFC9320CW. It's a color laser printer. This is a test print. This is what it's supposed to look like. I'll just point out a couple of things here. One is on the left-hand side here, you can see the print quality is pretty good. It's consistent. There's no fading or anything as you go across the page. And if I go down the bottom here and you look at the these grayscale bars that go from completely white to completely black, there's a nice gradation. There's no fading of the black lines. Same for these patterns here. Okay, so now I'm going to show you what it looked like before I fixed it. So here you go. You can see there's a lot of fading of the black in particular on the left-hand side there. And it fades a little bit right there. Other parts of the page look fine, but there it looks pretty bad. And if I go down to the grayscale, you can see you can't even see the border of the grayscale on the left-hand side there. And this part looks kind of weird because it's got some sunlight on it. There we go. And then of those 8 cubes at the bottom of the image there, the upper one on the right is supposed to be a square with a black border and a white on the inside. You can see, you can just barely make out the border. So that's the problem we were trying to solve. Okay, so here's how I fixed it. Here's the printer. The first thing I'm going to do is go around the side here and turn the power off. Power switch is right here on the side. It's turned off. And now I'm just going to lift up the cover. So, you know, there are my printer cartridges. And if you look up above the printer cartridges, up here, you'll see these 4 white horizontal lines going across sort of the top part of your screen. Here's one of them here, 2, 3, 4. So those are the LED arrays. So when you print, light comes out of that LED array at the correct points and causes the toner come out of your toner cartridges here to be exposed, and that's how you end up getting toner on your paper. And so my theory was that the LED arrays were dirty, and so so here's what I did. I have this lint-free cloth. You know, you get these things when you buy a pair of eyeglasses, or you'll get something like this when you buy a smartphone or a tablet, and you buy a cover for it, and they give you something to clean the glass. So you want something like this. You don't want like a cloth napkin or tissue paper or something like that. You want to use a lint-free cloth. And you take a little bit of isopropyl alcohol. You pour a little bit on the cloth just to get it damp. You don't want it soaking wet, but just a little bit damp. Okay, here we are back at the LED array, and you're just going to take the cloth and you want to run it along the bottom of that LED array, just sort of gently, like that. Do that for each one of them. And you know, you've put alcohol in there, it's a little wet. The alcohol should dry pretty quickly, so give it a minute to dry. And then once that's done, close your printer back up and print it. And that's all I had to do to fix this print quality problem on my Brother printer. I hope that works for you too.